while visited Nigeria, and particularly our districts. I have to thank the PDP organizing committee that puts together very wonderful program. Thank you very much for working on the committee. On behalf of the now, I want to thank you. Please tell us about the design. The Rotary President spoke very well about our district. Indeed, he was very happy at our starting performance and all that we brought to bear during that visit. So, I want to thank you all for giving the Rotary International a visit. Let me especially recognize Spanish government and the Japan way. You are welcome. Let's welcome everyone. I also recognize this learning facility for 2025-2026 in the Bola Report. You are welcome. So, for us, the current presidential message is unite for good. But we should unite for good to create lasting impact. When we unite for good, a lot of good things will come to us. When we work together, our destiny will be better for us. And if you look at our vision statement, the vision statement of Rotary International, which is strategically based as the efforts of this network, you will see that we need to work together because the vision statement starts with together. We can create lasting impact when we work together. We can create lasting impact when we unite. In unity, a lot of things we can do on members of the foundation of certificates and on public image. It's noteworthy and heartwarming that Africa has been configured into two zones. Now they are in zone 22 and zone 23. Africa has 45,000 Rotarians, a quarter of which are in Nigeria. In other words, Nigeria constitutes 15,000 out of 45,000 Rotarians that we have in Africa. And there are 6 districts in Nigeria. In our districts, we have 22,400 Rotarians. These statistics because you are district leader. You are expected to work effectively with the district government. So that when you are doing something because of your assignment is serious. A lot has been said about our assistant governors because we are the one team working directly with the district government. Please, if you are the privilege to be appointed as an assistant governor to start 2026, you have a lot of opportunity. And if you are looking for our president, you will always tell you that what day is no longer business because one of our within the office. And the time to start that activity now because one place to be. You don't have to wait to the first of July to start paying yourself into the plan of the incoming district government. And I want to appeal to all of us, please. Rotary International has liberalized the way we live and see ourselves. There is what we do call diversity, equity, and inclusion, which today I normally call the prayer of as a district leader, please invest yourself with the necessary tools to enable you to perform your duties optimally and formally. It is a privilege to be here because I believe that the district government has really respected all of you because it begins with you and we want you to work together to succeed. And I always say this, every activity of the district on the value diet. In other words, if I have done my bit, my successor is expected to do better than me. It is not competition because that is the only way our district can provide that. Those districts that are producing Rotary leaders at the international level work together. That's why I said, when you invest for good, you create lasting impact. And who are the people who do this for us? You are not. You are the ones on whose shoulders the responsibility to take our district to the next level forward. Please, I want to do your work with diligence. Assistant governor's position is not a title. It is a responsibility that you hold. So, in other words, being an assistant governor is not just for the court of community chairman, and that is why Rotary International enjoins us to practice continuity. Continuity in leadership, continuity in succession. Let me say this to you. Some of us who are assistant governors here will need to work with the incoming assistant governors so that there will be continuity. You need to go to the law that we are citing to relate to the current assistant governors, to look at challenges, the prospects, and the future of the work that we are going to supervise. So it's not enough to say our assistant governor will bring in reports. Whatever they say is what I do in the street. That's what we is what we want. And it also applies to community chairman. That I'm the chairman of the rider does not mean I should not work with the district membership committee or the public lead committee of the district or the statistics committee of the district. All district committees are supposed to work with collaboration. They are supposed to work with efficiency. The only way we can make the district governor elect proud is to work together. So please, let us work with unity. Let us work with focus. Let us increase our impact. Let us expand our reach. Let us enhance participant engagement. And let us increase our ability to adapt. We are leaders, and that is why we are here. And that is why the program is District Team Leadership Seminar. Please, as a district leader, you must be equipped with knowledge because you can't give what you don't have. And I can tell you, even as a district governor, Rotary International sent me a mail about 3 weeks ago that I undertake a specific course. And it was sent on to all the district governors for 2025 to 2026. Because learning is a process, it is not an event. This is not where learning ends. We learn everything. I learn from you, you learn from me. So, in the course of my visit, I've seen a lot of things that we need to improve in our districts. And those are not things that I wish my successor should take over. So I want to appeal to you, please, you are the leaders. You are the ones who will do the job for me. You cannot be everywhere, just as I cannot be everywhere. So we need to work together. And the district we have the Troika, district governor elect, district governor, we work together for the purpose of continuity. So at your various thoughts, please practice this. We want our district to be a vibrant district. We want our district to be the #1 district in Africa. We want our district to be the district to go to when people talk about districts. I'm just giving you a comment from the Rotary International President who just left Nigeria yesterday that he is highly pleased with his reply because of what we presented to him during the course of his visit. So, I will not write about our district. So, it's not by making, it's the making of all of us. You make it happen. Yes, I appointed the committee led by BDD, but if you did not get into the program, you won't get what you got. So please, let us work together, let us support the district governor elect, and let us do the purpose for which we are here. On this note, I want to thank you all and wish you a successful election. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Can we put your hands together one more time for the district governor? Wow. Thank you so much, sir. A lot said within a very short time. I just want to remind us, distinguished Rotarians, that when you're in a time like this, and they said, please, there is a reason or there are reasons. I'm not a medical doctor, but I know that when you clap, it's releasing some energy in your body. When you clap, it makes blood circulate well in your system. If you cannot sleep very well at night, try clapping very well regularly. You will be able to sleep well at night. I am not saying you go full of bread, you can confirm this. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I want to that for the district doctor. Okay, and then the clap is better. If you are not forgetting, check Google, you will see the benefit. Alright, without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move at the speed of light and we'll make sure that we cover the time as much as possible. May I quickly go to the next item on our agenda, which is to have the welcome address by the coordinator of district team, the man who started as the past assistant governor and is ending it as the chair of a brand new Oshara district governor of the University. Put your hands together for the team, a brand man. Keep clapping your hands up to get there. A wonderful personality. He is a leader that proved for productivity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please let's put our hands together for our MC. Awosanya. We try as much as possible to be very compliant with the timing for today. So I think the protocols are being established, even though we're trying to avoid the protocols duly established. But I recognize our two very leaders, like this governor, and the chancellor for me all the time. It's not yet alone, but it's the spouse of the apple. And our district governor elect, incoming district governor, like today, this chancellor. And of course, the spouse, our daily leader, is appreciate our. Finally, I recognize all our district leaders who are here, but I must also welcome and recognize our district learning facilitator, President for PDG, our deputy district learning facilitator is here, our PDG sharing I recognize all of you. Also, that we will save time. This is DTLS 726. If you go to page 14, you will see my welcome address. Please accompany your dollars. I really don't want to waste time reading the brochure, okay? But please take time to look at it. Let me opportunity to welcome all of you. That is what I'm supposed to do here. And to thank all our speakers who will be speaking to us today. I did mention Dr. John Momo earlier. And for today, we also have our sponsors. The MTC of Fast Credit, some of our partners and sponsors. We are going to be speaking to us today as well. Take your program, and tomorrow we shall speak to us as well. All the other participants are ready for us. I will say a big thank you to all of you for being here. All the information we need that's inside the book. But I won't be here without listing, if you go to page, our partners and sponsors. We must especially recognize them, whether they are public organizations or individuals. They make it possible for us to host this event, this seminar. Go to page 130, I think, page 130. We must recognize every person. Or rather, why you are doing what I'm doing. Corporate organizations, energy, they provide energy solutions, solar energy installation. Fast Credit Finance Company Limited, the MD told us about what they do, but if you look behind you, you see that they're simple and they need information. Irene is there, Irene is there to guide you and tell you about it. Of course, we are running SMEs, you have SME package from Fast Credit. Nigerian rules, they give us money, they also give us drinks, and we shall use for our welcome party tonight. NASCO Foods, Pastor Group, they also supported us, if you know about conflicts. Rotary clubs. Without saying what each club did, but we are currently selected these clubs. And if you look at this line here, all the 7 clubs that gave us money, they are really recognized. The Rotary Club of Lagos, my club, the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Venture, the Rotary Club of Ikoyi, the Rotary Club of Ekiti, the Rotary Club of Owolewa, the Rotary Club of Victoria East, and the Rotary Club of Owolewa South. Please put your hands together for all these clubs. Out of 86 clubs in our district, 7 of them stepped forward. We really appreciate. For individuals, I suggest that you go through them. My name is there, Brian, Wale Abiodun, of Lagos, Femi Adeyemo, who by the way is the MPC of ING, a member of our Rotary Club, and they're also supporting our DTLS as a corporate partner. And that's also Rotary Club of Lagos, Benedict Ajiki, Rotary Club of Kuti, Denita Ayoro, President, Rotary Club of Cosmopolitan, Alexander Chiku, Rotary Club of Owolewa President, and they did an amazing job. AD and Davis, Rotary Club of Owolewa, say thank you. Our PhD Chinedu, Rotary Club of Rotarian East, our PhD Golan Rotary Club of Lagos, Tony Rotary, our President-elect, Ayotele Program, Rotary Club of Lagos, New York Family, Event Master, is a member of my club and has provided those 2 interactive boards outside where you can tell us what it means to create lasting impact or as a leader to do this. So we thank you, New York Family. Owolewa, Rotary Club of Lagos, Abiodun, Rotary Club of Lagos, Bura Abiodun, Rotary Club of Lagos. Nili Abiodun, Rotary Club of Owolewa, IPP, and Bola Adelika, IPP, Rotary Club of Lagos. Please come to dance together for all the wonderful Rotarians, Rotary Club, and our company. For our competition, before I give you, before our competition, let me thank members of our committee. I may not get this chance again, but I want to say big thank you to all of them. They made this whole process very seamless. They worked tirelessly day and night. Without them, there's nothing I could have done. So if DTLS is 100% or 90% or whatever ranking you give to us, it's because of the wonderful members of the DTLS committee. If you check page 129, you will see the 16 members. I'm putting it there. I want to thank you for accommodation, for doing the batches. Participants, just as you paid, you have the record of the platform. So when the way you are paid, first spot will be allocated rooms, then the next spot will give you rooms. The rooms are available. Want to hear a seamless experience that has been so far. I want to thank you all and thank every other partner who are supporting this event. God bless you all and have a great time with being here for DTLS. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, coordinator. Distinguished national put our hands together for the coordinator. Thank you very much. So far, so good, very seamless, very easy. And we can assure you that the meeting witness something different from the usual. As stated, it is not business as usual. Thank you very much. District Governor Community President, I will say congratulations one more time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will move straight into the district learning facilitators of the remarks. And I will tell you that there is a new sheriff in town. There is a new captain of the ship. Our very own, the only reality that we know. Right here, officially recognized globally. Our capacity of always participating, always integrating. That smile is really very catchy. Our very own capacity of Ikota, Richard, AJC. Just together for at least the people who are today.
Thank you. I'm blushing. Wow. 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 What can I say? Rotarian, Abiodun, and his Abiodun staff, I greet you. Thanks for calling this meeting to order and for your support also. God bless you. I'd like to also recognize the reason why we are here. The district governor elect, who made it possible for us all to be gathered here today. My very own, already I call you. District governor elect, live and doing. And it's Abiodun as supporting one. Please take a bow. Thank you very much. May I also recognize the past district governors that are here present. PDG, Kamoru, Owolewa, you are very much welcome. Please appreciate them, please. Thank you. I'd like to also recognize the past district learning facilitator, my own resource, my own mentor. You know, I'm doing this for the first time, right? I'm coming here for the first time to be the district learning facilitator for District 112. I have a wonderful person to learn it from. Who is the resource? PDG Scholar, please appreciate it. He made everything so simple for me. As if I could just go to sleep because he's in charge of everything. Thank you, PDG Scholar. I'd like to also recognize our past district governor from District 9111. District governor PDG Kennedy Ekemomero. Thanks for coming to facilitate this session with us. You're welcome. May I now recognize the coordinator for this session, the DTLS, our own DGND, Ehi Brian. Thank you for putting this together. We know there are district leaders, so I recognize you all, and I welcome you to this DTLS training. You see how time flies. I will also recognize who does something DGN from District 9112, Rotarian, who is so. Please appreciate that. Thank you for coming. I hope I'm not left out anything to Thank you. How time flies. It's just like yesterday when we were here in this country hall doing this same thing we are about to do today, training district leaders. And 1 year is just flying and about to fly over. And we're here again to train the incoming district leaders. And your position and the district cannot be right. You are going to be the face of the district come next year. You are going to be the leaders of the district come next year. And a lot is expected of you. The success and failure of our district next year depends on all of us said here today. I don't know why I'm seeing so many vacancies. Time, you have to be conscious of time. The success and failure of next year rests on our shoulders as district leaders. So you're not just here to be trained. It's not a playing session. It's a training, and I want you to take it very seriously. If you go through the program, you will see that the program has been well laid out for your learning. Wonderful speakers are going to be talking to you all through this session. And they are here to empower you for what you are expected to do next year. All we expect from you is to be attentive. Sit on your seat tightly, please. No moving around, no noise making when they are speaking to you, so that you can grasp every word they have said. If you open your bags brochure inside the bag, go through the program of those brochures. You see that everything has been timed. That is because we want to work with time. And only you can enable us achieve that. If you can be in the house when you need to be, get seated when you need to sit, and listen to the speakers who deliver their sessions. There's going to be a break time. During this break time, the first 40 people on your WhatsApp group will be called upon to go and check in. We don't want people closing of the reception area or leaving the lecture hall to go and be struggling to check in. Everybody will eventually check in. So let's take it gradually step by step. The first 40 people will check in during the break time, and then during the lunch time, the rest of us will go and check in. All the rooms have been assigned. You just go there, find your name, sign your name, and pick up your key. So we want it to be systematic. Please adhere to this. Don't go rushing out to break time and struggling to check in when your name is not among the first 40. The sessions after the morning plenary session, breakout sessions. And during this breakout, the committee chairs, the vice chairman, the new development chairs, secretaries and treasurers will be in this hall. You will remain seated in this hall. While the zonal coordinators will go to Tulip Hall, first floor in the main building. That will be for zonal coordinators. Then the assistant governors, you will go to Dakota's Hall at the back of the main building, all assistant governors. Then that will be after this morning plenary session. So please note it down which hall you're supposed to be and move there systematically. We also have the all work and no play makes that a gospel. So we're not just here to learn. There will also be time to network, fellowship with your fellow Rotarians, and that will be this evening at our normal session by the poolside, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. on the dot, we will start. And we expected to close 10 p.m. on the dot. That is to enable us to go back to our rooms, fresh on sleep, to be able to come on time. If we start on time, we will end on time. If we don't start on time, it will drag. Today we started on time. Appreciate all yourself that has said here today. And even though that I'm not really late, I hope the essay is sufficient to do the needful. Tomorrow morning, we want all of you to be out there on time so that everyone can start. The earlier we start, the earlier we can go home. So this evening, the program, if you check your programs, we are supposed to be ending everything that we do today at most by 5 p.m. That will give you 2 hours of resting time before you come back at 7 p.m. for the welcome party. That welcome party is where you network and fellowship. So be prepared. I think there is a uniform for that, or how you are here. Let us just casually nice and prepare for the welcome cocktail or party. So without taking much of our time, I appreciate all of you seated here, and I appreciate my district governor-elect, mostly, and his Abiodun, who found me worthy to be your district learning facilitator for Rotary year 2026-2027. So I'm going to be riding with you all through. You're not appreciating me. Are you not likely to be your facilitator? it continues all through the Rotary year. Because learning is a continuous process. We never know it enough. You learn at every session. There's always something to take home. So there's notebooks in your bags. Bring out your notebooks. Pay attention to every lecture, every speaker. You will have something to take home. Note down, not just memorize them. Note the important things down so that you can have a reference point when you get back home. Thank you very much, and I welcome you all to this wonderful session. Thank you.
That's how we know for how we can do better. Thank you very much. Our own reality, our niche generation time, the new district led classification for District 91-12. Thank you so much. Rotarian, pass it to Governor. If you are later, we appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving straight into the next item, and that is the invitation of the company for this DTLS. I do not have the power to invite the governor to the podium, but I have the power to invite the incoming district executive secretary, our very own past assistant governor, architect Tony. We put that together for him and step forward to do his first assignment.
Thank you. My district governor, all district leaders here present, let me stand on the protocol which I am so well established by the member of the district governor. It is my honor and great privilege to invite to this stage a visionary and dedicated leader who is committed to excellence, unity, transformational, and impactful leadership. He is a pharmacist, he is a lawyer, and he is a theologian. He is our district governor 2026-2027, Rotarian, live Abiodun, and Abiodun Park to the island. Please, let us give him a strong round. Let us clap him as we go and get him to the heart, to the stage. Please let us give him a standing ovation. This is a mark of excellence, a mark of impact, a mark of unity, a mark of transformational leadership. Rotarian, live Abiodun. Please let us clap him. He is the convener of this training session. Rotarian, live Abiodun. Please let us clap him until he comes to the stage and stand in front of the podium. Then we can stop our clap. You are welcome by the district governor today, live Abiodun. And his candidates are welcome.
See success. Some pursue impact, some pursue purpose. For once in a while, a life emerges where success, impact, and purpose work together. That life is Rotarian life. Born before the April 1964 in Ada, Massachusetts, his journey began with a simple but powerful foundation: discipline, education, and faith. From Baptist Primary School, secondary commercial high school, and onward to the University of Eden, now Owolewa University. Here he began his passion for pharmacy. Excellence became his lifelong companion. Yet, one discipline could not complete seriously. Driven by a long quest for diversified knowledge, he proceeded to the Rotary District. Here he became the master of business administration and later an MBA, culminating in his first Nigerian bar as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria in 2008. Still, he went forward. His undergraduate and deeper understanding led him into theological scholarship. He obtained a bachelor's and master's degree in theology from Life Theological Seminary, a PhD holder in New Testament studies with Alice, a lawyer in theology. The life was to truth in his professional career with the Rotary, distinguished himself in the pharmaceutical industry, studying integrity at Orchid and later launched Nigerian Youth. Many rose through the grounds of senior leadership positions were rushed to lead Nigeria. Many other posts. He advanced in 1997. He founded the Rotary International Movement, focusing on the military affairs consultants, representing the political rights to champion young pharmaceutical manufacturing, including marketing budgets and DTLS rights, and the development of indigenous programs. His entrepreneurial courage was always visionary, resilient. For over 4 decades, he has been a working member in the civil society in Nigeria, serving as secretary of the Lagos State branch and any political commission. He is also a long-standing member of the Nigerian Bar Association, the Ikota branch, a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Trade and Development, and principal partner in his law chamber, focusing on corporate practice. Through wide results, he continues to shape professional standards and build capacity. And then came Rotary, where he spread his family with expression. Since joining the Rotary Club of Canada in 2001-2002 period, he has gained Rotary Mountain partners for himself, for his friends. He served several consecutive years on the club board, culminating in his presidency in 2009-2010 period. At the district level, he has served as assistant governor for 3 years, zonal coordinator for 2 years, district secretary, under the leadership of E.J. chairman of key committees, and coordinator, president elected seminars. His first international Rotary experience as a Sentinel Convention in Chicago left him with a mark on him, teaching unity and required strength of service. Since then, he has attended conventions across key states, Melbourne, Singapore, and Ghana, including national convention during the COVID-19 pandemic, demonstrating the commitment to Rotary is not seasonal, it is a color. In February 2024, he was nominated as district governor in this state, progressing to the district governor nominee and district governor-elect for the 2025-2026 Rotary year. He served as district governor in the 2026-2027 Rotary year, having undergone extensive leadership training and governors nominated seminars, governors elected seminars in Brussels, and the International Assembly in Owolewa, USA. Beyond titles, beyond conventions, beyond offices, is a man who teaches scriptures in churches across the ages, mentors quietly, reads deeply, and lives intentionally. His personal goal is to allow in simplicity to serve humanity forever, without looking back. Supported by his wife, Dr. Abiodun, a distinguished scholar and counselor, and blessed with children who embody excellence and his lecture pursuits. His family life reflects the same values he champions publicly: faith, learning, and service. Rotarian Owolewa does not merely belong to Rotary, it reflects its very essence. In him, achievement finds limits, leadership finds compassion, and service finds consistency. Today, we do not fully honor a professional or celebrate anything. We recognize his life, devoted to his others, ladies and gentlemen. A Rotarian in conviction, a humanitarian in action, Rotarian Owolewa Abiodun.
My district governor, past district governors, district leaders, and fellow Rotarians, I present to you our 2026-2027 district governor, Professor Abiodun. Thank you.
My district governor and leaders, first speakers spoke before me, have established the protocol, then I stand on it and continue it. So, all of you that have come to honor us by accepting to serve, I say the word gratitude. That word was first used in Latin, and it means pleasing. I'm pleased that you are together. That word gratitude means thankfulness. The act of showing that I'm grateful for what you have done. You have paid, you have given your time, you have given your pleasure, and thank you for being here. We have a very good year together. That word, when it was used, would not agree anything. May we not disagree here. We shall have a very good year together. That word entered into dictionary in 1560. And when it entered dictionary, it was quoted as gratitude here, thankfulness. I'm thankful to you for accepting to serve. And as you are serving this, note that by the challenges on the road, when they are challenging this, that word too means practice grace, show grace. Along the way, we will not reward you, might not be able to reward you. That's what we pray. As we are giving freely, we will all succeed together. And finally, that word means we will. We will serve and we will give. And the way that we get will last us forever. Thank you for accepting the serve. Thank you for coming here. May I introduce you to listen to our Rotary president, who is, for the first time, except in 2004, we are the only set of lucky governors in Nigeria that will serve with the Nigerian Apollo International President. And we are also lucky that new international president, you can feel him, you can reach him. You can touch it. You can even phone it. You have had pictures put together. That is not common. 22 years I think for us to have a privilege. And for that reason, we have to listen to him. To see the mantra that they are giving us, properly, to listen to what he wants us to do to have a lasting impact in the next 20 years. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. My dear friends and family of Rotary, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2026 International Assembly and to congratulate all of you on becoming district governors. We are assembled Rotary senior leaders, staff, and exceptional members from around the world to help prepare you for the year ahead. And while we are all here together, I hope you take the opportunity to meet your fellow classmates. You see, we do not enjoy the full benefits of Rotary membership if we don't experience its internationality. And this week, the Rotary world is all about it. Don't let it pass you by. Get to know people, make friends. You never know where the few kind words will get you. Most Rotary members I meet, wherever they are from, are kind and happy people who make them fast and loyal friends. Another quality we share is that Rotary has changed us. It has shaped who we are and made us better. That is when change truly begins. Not only for the people we serve, but also for ourselves. Think about our mission statement. Together, we see a world where people demand and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. When we talk about lasting change across the globe, We often talk about ending good. We talk about building peace. When we talk about changing our communities, there are plenty of incredible examples. But then I ask, how do we make lasting change in ourselves? How do we make lasting change in ourselves? Usually when I ask this question to Rotary members, the room grows quiet. That silence and that example of Rotary tells me something. That we do not think enough about how Rotary transforms us. How Rotary transforms our careers. How Rotary transforms our businesses. And how Rotary transforms our families. You see, it can even be a light in the darkest of times, as it was for their couples. A member of the Rotary Club of Cary there in North Carolina, USA. You see, in 2021, Tia lost her husband to cancer after 19 months of fighting for his life. She had barely seen anyone in 19 months. The two caring for her husband and isolated due to COVID-19 pandemic. That's when a dear friend from Tia's Rotary Club called her and said, "You need to come to the next stop to learn. You need to come next stop to dinner. We want to see you." As she walked into that Rotary dinner, Tia was feeling nervous and vulnerable. But before she could even sit down, a new member she had never met wrapped her arms around her and said, "Welcome, we are so glad you are here." It was in that moment that Tia realized that she was not alone, that she had a community. Rotary was our community. After that dinner, Tia wrote how it impacted her. She said, and I quote, "Rotary has a way of showing up quietly, lovingly, when we need it most. It reminds me that even when we are the one who is used to giving, it is okay to receive." And then she said, "So, if you are searching for connection, service, and a place to belong, Rotary might just be the answer." And I think a few in this room can relate with this. My friends, as Rotary wants to change the world, do not be afraid to share how Rotary has changed you. I can tell you from my own life, Rotary has changed me profoundly. I started as a Rotarian when I was still a teenager. I had the privilege of growing a good education in a place where many people did not have that opportunity. One of my first literacy projects opened my eyes. You see, we were helping people in my community learn how to read and write. I thought to myself that nobody my age in my country should grow up without those skills. That project changed me. And with that change take the responsibility to expand access to education. Thank you. This cause is especially important today. UNICEF estimates that about 6 million children worldwide could be forced out of school by the end of this year because of costs to education funding. To address this education crisis, we need to change our mindset from one of donation to one of service. Another great example to follow in Nigeria, South Africa, where Rotary clubs are creating a lasting impact in education. The Rotary Club of Nigeria came together with local partners in 2019 to find out what it would take to ensure that all children in their community have access to quality early childhood education by 2025. The club involved people in the community want to understand the problem, and they got to work. The resulting project unlocked the power of women in underserved communities to open and manage early childhood education centers. Today, the project has reached thousands of children and families, and will continue to provide education in those communities for generations. We can create this kind of impact in other parts of the world, and in doing so, we can earn the trust and recognition of our neighbors in the communities we serve. And when more communities trust Rotary, more people want to join us. But we must let them in first. And that can sound obvious, but it's something we have struggled with for some time. You see, when I tried to join Rotary as a young Rotarian, I faced resistance, and I made the Rotarian. One day, I just showed up at my sponsor club's launching. As a matter of fact, I've been there before. They knew me, but of course, only at their invitation. The president looked at me, his man looked around, and said, "What are you doing there?" I told them, I was there to join Rotary. Everyone in the room turned their heads to look at me. And the president said, "What the heck? What could that be? Who told you that it's how to join Rotary? Don't you know you need an invitation? You didn't get an invitation to join Rotary, young man." I could have walked away. Instead, I said, I didn't know that a child needed an invitation to enter his parents' home. As silence spread across the room, one Rotarian, Soji was his name, spoke up. "Yinka, I will be your sponsor." And that's how I became a Rotarian. For my dear friends and real Rotary, what if Soji had remained silent? And I never have become a member. And my dear friends and family, I might not stand before you today. Rotary has changed since then, but some clubs still hide behind closed doors instead of embracing the world with open arms. Young people's views are not always respected. People from different backgrounds or with different ideas are not always made to feel welcome. And when that happens, my young friends, we lose potential members before they even get started. How we need more members? I hope you all know that. The board of directors has set a goal of increasing membership to 1.25 million DTLS and over 125,000 directors by our 125th anniversary in 2030. Which is on this area. I hope that plan means those things. Reaching that goal begins with all of us. So, as we begin this international assembly, I encourage you to think about how we welcome others. Because you never know whose story might begin or end based on the way you make them feel at a meeting or a service group. That's how we reach our goals. My dear co-presidents, when you lead your district to reach its goals, together, we will reach ours. For whatever your goal, particularly on membership, I encourage you to do better than your best. Traditionally, we celebrate clubs that raise the most funds, attract the most members, or run the biggest service. This is important. See, the healthiest competition should not be between clubs, but between our past and our present. I want to challenge each district and club to look back at the last 5 to 7 years, not more than that, 5 to 7 years. Check what was the best year for membership groups, what was the best year for fundraising, what was the best year with highest impact on customer service groups. Once you find your best year, I challenge you to do better in 2026, 2027 than this. Again, please, you will spend a year of your life as district governor. And whether you like it or not, that year was come to an end. What do you want people to say when they look back at your year as a leader? And you'll be surprised how much you will remember. In fact, nowadays, on my way to the data everywhere, I can see what they want. I'm asking simple things. If a club inducted 10 new members in its best years, whether that was year 2, year 4, year 7, they should aim for at least 11 in 2026, 2027. If members raise $50,000 a few years later, see if they can raise $55,000. this year. Not to prove they are better than anyone else, but just to become the best version of themselves. There is a saying, and some of you may be familiar with this, said good, better, best. Never let it rest till the good gets better and the better gets best. That same thought applies just as much to ourselves as it applies to our blocks and our districts. We need to create change and impact mindset. It's important to remember, change and impact are not the same. Change is only the beginning. Impact is what endures. Let me share an example from Nigeria, where Rotary program was scaled together for elderly families has been at work for years. In the early days of the program, I visited a health facility in one of the pilot cities. I wanted to see for myself what was happening. The chief medical officer didn't know who I was, only that I was a member of Rotary. He welcomed me warmly. He told me that I started working with Rotary about 18 months earlier. So, infant and maternal deaths remained. Before Rotary's intervention, many women avoided prenatal care, which is essential to ensuring safe birth for both mother and child. After working, systems were put in place to help expecting mothers receive prenatal care. The community worked, attendance went up, mortality went down. And after I spoke with that doctor, I could see clearly how that project would transform lives across Nigeria for decades. That is what I mean when I say lasting impact. As members of Rotary, we share a vision of a better future. A world free of bullying, a world at peace, a world where everyone has access to education. To make this vision a reality, we must acknowledge and unleash the change within ourselves. We must focus not only on outcomes, but on impact. An outcome of Tia's Rotary Club inviting her to dinner was that she no longer felt alone. But the impact is the hope and sense of community that she and her fellow club members will carry with them for the rest of their lives. In Nigeria, an outcome of the Together for Elderly Families project is lower infant and maternal mortality rates. But the impact is the children who will grow up with the love and guidance of their mothers, not only today, but for generations. And my dear friends, we will reach our 2030 membership goals. And when we do, an outcome will be more Rotary members around the world. And we all know that wherever Rotary goes, good things follow. And that impact will be a stronger, more effective Rotary and a better My friends, that future begins with us, but it must endure long after our work ends. And my dear friends, family of Rotary, that is why the presidential